Hi everyone, this is Brooke Alexis here on behalf of Italy Hair Fashion. I'm really excited to bring forth this presentation for everyone and show you guys what I was able to create with the Blossom line we have and take my model from start to finish. So today we're going to go over the iconic blonde lightener, the silky blonde lightener, pre-lightening, or the actual Blossom hair color, sectioning and application, and cutting and styling and finishing. I want to show you guys this from start to finish so you can really get a fun idea of what's achievable within our line. Blossom is our intense semi-permanent direct color. You can choose from 7 different colors. We also have a clear diluter, and you can regulate the intensity of each color. You can mix and match, create your own custom looks and formulas, and really give your clients a one-of-a-kind look. Okay, I want to show you guys just everything that is within our line, within our 7 colors. We have our mermaid green, the blue lagoon, tangerine orange, fuchsia cotton candy, yellow submarine, burning red, and violet purple rain. We also have a clear as well. This is our intensity regulator. So through looking through at all of these different swatches, you guys can see that we have a mixing ratio for examples here to show you the different types of intensities you can have using your clear. So 1 part of clear and 8 parts of Blossom color and what that looks like and how much you can really change and tweak everything for formulation and showing just how versatile all of these colors can be. Okay, let's get into our model. So one thing that's very important that I want to discuss first is the prep of the hair. When working with vivid color, you really want to make sure you start with pre-lightened hair to show the true color tone of the palette you're putting on the hair. I like to start with the level 9 to 10, and I also like to stress that it is super important that you pre-tone the hair. What I'm starting with here was actually from our last Colorly Optimist class. This is the same model. So, and if you want to see exactly what I toned her with and how we achieved this amazing blonde, you can check that out in our last class. Here's another video of exactly what her hair looked like when we started so you can get a closer look. Now this is a 1.5 week fade out from when I toned her previously with 9 and 10L and 10 volume from the Colorly Optimist line. I did that root to end, and before toning her, I had lifted her, doing a little bit of some teasy lights, a couple of baby lights, some ombre, and some balayage. Did a combination of all of that, going through to just give her that natural lived-in blonde. And I did that with the iconic blonde and the silky blonde and 15 volume on both of those lighteners. So when you're making a painting, you want to start off with a really fresh, bright white canvas. It's going to give you the best outcome of your paint. Luckily, because I prepped my model with the silky blonde and iconic blonde lighteners from the Oh My Blonde line, I decolorized and bonded her hair so it's really, really strong and healthy thanks to the E-Plex bond repair and maleic acid. And most of the bonds remained intact. It's going to minimize her hair breakage, and you can see in the video just how strong her hair is. You know, how even though we got her so light, you can tell that her hair has shine and it's soft and it looks very healthy. Quick recap of our iconic blonde lightener. This is our extra performance decolorizer. This is our innovative ultra performance decolorizer enriched with the exclusive E-Plex bond repair, which is going to eliminate yellow residue when lightening. This is more ideal for lightening techniques using foil or thermal strips to achieve higher lightening results of up to 9 levels. It is a blue-based lightener, and it's a compact microgranular decolorizing powder. It doesn't swell, and it's also really easy to mix and apply. I really like this for when I'm getting this clean base. You know, everyone lifts warm. It is just an unavoidable thing in our industry, and having the correct tools to lift with is really going to make your life easier in the long run. This mixes 1 part iconic blonde to 2 parts hydrogen peroxide, 10, 20, 30, or 40 volume on dry hair. I used 15 volume when I did her hair, just foiling it through. Our silky blonde. This is a cosmetic decolorizing cream. Now, I really like to use the silky blonde for on-scalp lightening. It's very gentle. It's ideal for stressed hair. It's going to be smooth and soothing, and it's also going to be extremely moisturizing and hydrating because it has the E-Plex bond repair in it, but because it's also a cream lightener. It's going to be gentle, safe, and reliable for lightening up to 6 levels. For my client especially, with on-scalp lightening, because she's a level 7 and I only need to bring her up 2 to 3 levels, this is perfect for what I'm working with. It's a creamy texture. It really sticks to the hair, so you can use it on any hair texture. And it also has like excellent adhesion. It doesn't swell, which I love. I don't put this under any heat, and I mix this with 1 part Silky Blonde and 2 parts of Developer. So once you have your client ready with that really nice prepped clean base, what I went ahead and did was sectioned her hair into 4 quadrants. I'm going to clip everything up really nice and neat. You want to make sure when you're working with some dark colors and light colors all at the same time that you have very organized sectioning, very clean sections, and you really just want to have everything mixed and laid out and prepped before you start. That is the key, because once you've got color on your hands, it starts to get a little messy and fun. Okay, as you can see here, what I started doing was going from the nape of her neck, working up in each section in the back, taking small thin slices and applying that purple directly to the root. I didn't mix this. This was straight out of the tube. I really like the tone of this, and I'm just applying it in thin sections all the way up, kind of slightly feathering it down to where her blonde starts. This dark, rich purple is going to be great on top of that level 7. It's still going to stick. It's not going to be as vibrant as it could be on a level 10, but that's kind of what I'm going for. I wanted a little bit of a smoky feel, and this was perfect for that. Once I had this applied all over to her roots, I went ahead and just slightly feathered it through, like I said, just smudging it down with my comb. And then I went ahead and moved her back into 4 sections again, very carefully not to clip her hair into any of the purple with her ends. I wanted to keep everything as clean as possible. And I went through and started taking our Blue Lagoon mixed up with a little bit of clear, and also taking a little bit of the mermaid green with the clear to kind of create this aquatic look in 2 different tones. And I just went ahead and applied that to her ends. And what I'm doing is applying it to her ends all the way through, mids to ends, and then smudging it up to meet that purple right where that was at the root, just so it doesn't get muddy. I don't want to start right there and then drag the blue down. I like to start right in the mids, go all the way down, and then smudge up to meet in the middle. That helps prevent you getting any like blurry lines, any muddy colors, and just keeping it really, really clean and vivid. Okay, at this point I have the Violet Purple Rain on all of her roots smudged through. 3 out of 4 quadrants have that Blue Lagoon and Mermaid Green mixture kind of alternated throughout sections and triangular sections throughout her hair. I wanted to give a couple ribbons of each of those back and forth and just give that really aquatic feel, but I did save the 4th of her head up front and that 1 quadrant strictly for color blocking. I have a really fun technique that I'm about to show you guys on how to get a fun rainbow very, very easily with clean sectioning. Okay, first thing you want to do is grab a balayage board. Take an extra wide foil, and I like to fold that around the balayage board so it's really, really taut. I want to make sure that it's not slipping and going anywhere, because this is going to be my guideline. I'm then going to have all of my colors mixed up, and I took one of every single color that we have here, and I put a brush in each of them. I have them all laid out here, so that way they're all right in my reach. I'm then going to take one color at a time here and apply it to my balayage board, going all the way down in these thin triangular sections, just big enough that I can easily work with my brush to get it to stick, but not tiny enough that I can't get it in one pass through either. Now that I have my rainbow pre-painted on this piece of foil on my balayage board, I'm going to take thin slices of her hair, starting from the bottom, working to the top, and slowly keeping it very, very straight. You can use your comb to comb it onto the board, being careful not to drag the colors through each other, just to tap the hair lightly onto the board. And then using that guideline that I have on my foil pre-painted, I'm going to follow that guideline and paint my whole rainbow on her hair, taking one slice at a time, and you should be able to almost read a newspaper through these sections, so that way you keep that really clean guideline. Moving slow is the key here. I know this looks like it was pretty easy, and it is easy following the guideline, but it can also get messy very quickly with little stray hairs. So go slow, take your time, and start from the bottom and go all the way up, and just keep your pattern going as you go up. Okay, I let my client process for 25 minutes, took her back to the bowl, and started rinsing with cool water just to prevent any bleeding or anything at the bowl, to make sure I get all of that color rinsed out. And I try to rinse the 3/4 of her head with that dark purple in there first, and then rinsed that rainbow part last, just to help prevent any color mucking up. After I shampoo and conditioned, I also ran the blonde sealer through there from our Oh My Blonde collection. And what that's going to do is ensure she has great color longevity. It's going to give her hair shine and slip. It's going to moisturize the hair, help stabilize all of those bonds using our E-Plex bond repair, and just really give her amazing hair. After shampooing and conditioning and sealing, I brought her back to the chair and just combed her out. What I did here was a little bit of some inverted layers, almost like a modern shag, and she loves to have some curtain bangs. So I point cut all of her curtain bangs, gave her a little bit of texture there, made sure her layers were clean. I adjusted off about a 1/2 inch from her perimeter and gave her some really angled face framing just for a little bit of a dramatic touch. For styling, especially with the color blocking look I created here, it was really important that I gave her a smooth, soft, straight blowout here so she could really see the full effect of that rainbow and exactly how that color laid out just so perfectly. It was so aesthetically pleasing doing this with my blow dryer. I could not wait for it to be done. She was excited. I was trying to turn her back and forth to the mirror so she could see everything, and she was super ecstatic. This is one of the first times actually that we have colored her hair a vibrant color. In the past, I've used the Oh My Blonde Denim and the Oh My Blonde Rose Gold, and she really loved that. So it was finally time that we got to break her into some rainbow color here. And here's our finished product. As you guys can see, just using 7 different colors from our Blossom line, I was able to create a really fun and dynamic look, something eye-catching and attention-grabbing, and something that she was so excited about. This is the first time we've ever really done something as bold in her hair, and she loved it and gets compliments daily on it.